Hello, Shumai, welcome to WWScenics. I'm going to be explaining the Progress layering system coming up after this. Okay, welcome back. Like I said, I'm going to explain now about the Progress layering system. Something that we developed, WWScenics ourselves, Mark and I, developed over the years. And we've been progressively getting it better as we go along. All right. Okay. So the tools that you're going to need to start off with, right? Obviously, this is a bit of a modelling form that I've got here, right? That I'll do it. So it's your baseboard that you're going to do, right? You're going to need a brush, and some water to wash the brush out when you're finished. Okay. Basing glue, right? And I explain a little bit about that. Layering spray, and then if you're using 6mm, it's a handy tool to use. Right, to use the to get rid of the balls, right? But I'll show that on another video, right? Okay, so I'll move that out of the way. So I'll move some stuff out of the way. Right, okay, so baseboard. It doesn't really matter what you've got on your baseboard, right? Okay, it can be the old scenery, it can be a brand spanking new layout that you're doing, so it's wood, it can be cork, it can be plastic. It doesn't matter, right? As long as you can get glue onto it, it's fine. Glue. Okay, this is one of the key points. Static grass does not like PVA. Nothing wrong with PVA, right? It's just that static grass doesn't like it, right? The difference is that PVA is a rubber-based glue, okay? It's in a constant state of movement. Even when it's dry, it starts to shrink, starts to peel up. And I'm not saying it's going to happen straight away, right? But it might happen over time and stuff like that. And then the idea that you put static grass down, you put a strong layer down first, yeah, you know what I mean, and then build the layers on top of that, right? Well, this with PVA, because it peels like that, right? It'll it's not strong enough, you know what I mean, and it shrinks and it'll destabilize the grass, and then you'll have to start again. So we use a plastic polymer basing glue, okay, right? It's a strong glue. It's not PVA based. It's plastic based, right? It's a strong glue, right? That bonds to the board. Okay, right, goes off a lot quicker, right? It's a lot thinner, right? And you just literally paste it straight out of the bottle, straight onto the baseboard. Right, just spread it on with your brush. Okay, you haven't got to be delicate with it, although you don't want to get it everywhere. Just place it down. And then put your brush into your water, just to obviously keep your brush. Right, now we're going to start with the basing grass. Okay, so this is 2mm basing grass. Right, on this particular one we're going to use 2mm spring. Right, just literally load the hopper with some grass. You only need to fill it roughly around about a quarter to a half. Right, reason being is that you want the grass to move within the hopper, so it gets charged so it spears into the glue standing up, right? Okay, and then basically all you got to do is just cover the base. Okay, we haven't got to wait for that glue to dry, right? However, if I was to put the brush back over that again, right, you get drag, yeah? See that dragging over there, right? And everything that you've done, you'll just ruin, right? Okay, so we've developed static grass layering spray, okay? A fine spray adhesive, right? It allows us to go on to the next level. We haven't got to touch the baseboard so the grass doesn't drag, yeah? And we haven't got to wait for the glue to dry, okay? We can crack on. Right, and now we're going to start creating the layers of grass, right? Okay, so this is 4mm grass now, so I use a 4mm autumn, so a darker green, right? Flick the switch on again, and then just cover the areas, but be patchy, okay? You don't want to cover all that that 2mm underneath. You want that to come through at some point. Right, you might notice that haven't put a pin into my baseboard, and I'm not touching the crocodile clip to the glue. It's an urban myth. You do not need to stick a pin into your layout, your model, or your diorama. Doesn't charge the glue at all, yeah, right? All it does is that's the positive end, okay? So it gets charged negatively in there on a plate. That makes it stand up. and that makes it, and then the grass is attracted then to that clip. So the closer that is to the hopper, the better it'll work. Okay, right? And you don't have to put. We can crack on with it then without putting the pin into it. Okay, like I said, it's an urban myth. You do not need to stick a nail or a pin into the glue and ruin your layout. Okay. Right, before we move on, there's a couple of things I need to say. All right, one of them already mentioned is glue. Static grass needs glue to work, otherwise it falls flat. Okay, what the common mistake that people are coming through, people are coming back to us and saying, "Oh, look, Martyn, my grass is laying flat," is because they're over applicated. So you saw me put a spray layer of glue onto it, right? And then you can see that I was constantly moving the applicator. Okay, because if you don't, if you stay in one spot, you cover the glue, right? Okay, and then you cover you then cover that layer, and that layer of no glue, the grass falls flat. So it looks like your grass is flat, but underneath it's standing up because the glue was there. So you always make sure you have a layer of glue in between each layer, otherwise the grass won't work. The other one is colour. You have to have colour, right? As you can see, that's just, you know, a 2mm bright green and a 4mm dark green. So we need to bring different colours and different tones in now, right? So here we go. Next layer, right? Layering spray again. Yeah, spray the baseboard. Make sure you got that layering spray, and then we're going to bring some colour. So I'm now using another 4mm, okay? And this is 4mm patchy, right? Again, fill the hopper, not full, right? Get your clip close to the hopper and apply in patches. Okay, now another layer of brown I'm going to bring in again now, right? Which is, this is dead 4mm. 4mm again, so again, I'm still building, I'm layering, yeah? Hence the ProGrass layering system, yeah? Layer your grass all the time, right? Same again, not so much in the hopper, flick it on. And covered it up. And now we're going to finish this section off, right, with a 6mm. So this is 6mm Wild Meadow we're going to finish off, right? Again, layering spray, as you can see, right? And again, put a little bit in, don't need a lot, you're working in a small area. Okay, and this is a sort of like a finishing grass, so you want it nice and tall, okay? Right, there we go. And there we go, that's that section finished. Now, we roughly say around about room temperature, because the amount of grass and the glue that you sprayed onto it, right, is roughly about 4 hours, and that's going to be dry. It probably would dry quicker than that, right? But we advise about 4 hours, and it's dry. But we finished, start to finish, yeah, going from there to that height, yeah, matter of minutes, walk away, job done, you're happy. However, while it's wet, there is another stage that you can go on to if you want to, right? Okay, so if you want to create sort of like a wild embankment or a wild side-ins and stuff like that, now you can be a little bit more finesse with than I am, right? But I'm going to use my big fat sausage fingers on here just to show you what you can do, the extreme that you can do, but you can do a little bit more detail if you wanted to, right? Okay, so just literally scrag it up. So we've exposed the baseboard now. We need to go back to base colour. Again, I know it looks like there's a lot of glue, but put it, just in case, put a layer of glue on, right? And then change your grass back down to your 2mm, just to cover the baseboard, right? Okay, and now we're going to start bringing in the colours for the effect. So again, layering spray, and let's bring in, we'll do a little bit of dark green again. And then to finish off, I'll do a little bit of patchy. There we go. And one last thing, if Katie comes onto the camera, a little bit of seasoning to finish off. And there we go. That is static grass, the Pro Grass layering system explained from start to finish. It's as simple as that, guys. Yeah, the more rough and random you are with static grass, the better it will look. Yeah, because it'll take the natural look. Yeah, and then at the end of the day, don't forget, you're creating nature. So if you make a mistake, it turns into a good idea. Yeah, and you can have some good fun with it. Thanks very much for watching. Yeah, I hope you learned some tips and some ideas from it. Please feel free to leave a comment, share, like, hit the bell icon and all the usual social medias. Stay safe. Thanks very much. Bye bye.